Hello and welcome back to Just For You Studios. My name is Luke and today we're going to be doing a review of Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin is based off of the Winnie the Pooh books, films, TV shows, all that sort of thing you know about Winnie the Pooh. The film is about Christopher Robin, the young boy who comes to the 100-acre woods, is best friends with Pooh. When he grows up, when he becomes much older and lives his life as an adult, basically loses his innocence, and what comes of that afterwards, and Pooh trying to reconnect with him. Now, this was a film I was actually really interested in, because I have a great amount of my childhood was spent with watching like the Winnie the Pooh films and shows, and honestly it was really disappointing. It just felt incredibly lifeless in a way. It tries to go for a more dramatic feel, and I really love the way that it tries to go for sometimes, but it never really fully pulls it off, I'd say. Let me start off with the good things. First off, it has some really nice VFX work, actually, especially with like all the animals and how they look in their plush style, even though some of them aren't plush, some of them are like real animals. Anyways, I love the score by John Bryan. I love Jim Cummings' voice for Winnie the Pooh. He's just an iconic voice, and Winnie the Pooh's character is great. I'd say I really like a good portion of the middle section of this film, but that kind of brings me to my first problem, is that this film is very uneven in a lot of ways. For one thing, the pacing is just all over the place. There's moments that are just of high intense emotional value, and then there's just some moments directly after that, like all silly goofy stuff, and it just never works. It just really doesn't work very well. In a lot of ways, you can kind of cut this down in a couple of areas, because there's moments that just drag on for way too long. It seems like it wants to be this very kind of impactful, emotional story about, growing up, but at the same time, some of the humor really just doesn't fit at all. And because of that, in the end, it just feels very emotionally unfulfilling. It doesn't really leave me with any sense of impact whatsoever. I just didn't feel like I felt much of anything afterwards. As an even worse thing, I didn't think Ewan McGregor was the best in this film. He didn't give that great of a performance, I'd say, at least for the first half. I feel like he gets a lot better in the second half, but in the first half it was hit or miss for me, honestly. The weird thing is, there are moments that are great and actually somewhat emotionally impactful, but they're just drowned out also by other moments that just don't fit very well, or in the way the story is trying to be told is just very inconsistent. Anyways, my final score for this is a light 6 out of 10. For date night rating, though, I'd give it an 8 out of 10 because, if nothing else, it's got the innocent charm to it that Winnie the Pooh has, and that sort of vibe, and, the nostalgic aspects of Winnie the Pooh. And if nothing else, I don't hate this movie, honestly. It's just doesn't really live up to its potential, but it still has the charm of the Winnie the Pooh, shows and films. Everything about Winnie the Pooh, it still has that charm regardless, even for everything that just doesn't work. And there is a lot that doesn't work, but there is enough there for it to work. Not all the time, though. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. What did you think of the Winnie the Pooh film? Leave a little comment down below, anywhere, just, anywhere. And anyways, thank you guys for watching, and have a good rest of your day, and bye.